Here I am cutting off my, or pruning, I should say instead, my Fuji apple. So here is a little sample of what that looks like. My goal is basically to cut off anything that is in my pathway. Here's my pathway. Anything that's blocking the pathway, I want to get rid of that. At the same time, I'm also thinking ahead. I want the branches to kind of bend down maybe about somewhere between 45 degree, but I do not want it to go vertically like that. And that's not good, because what happened is the fruit is going to be too high, and two, these vertical branches are the ones that will grow vigorously, and the fruit bud or the fruit branches are usually the ones that are bent about somewhere close to 45 degrees or so. So that's my goal, and I have started to trim off the edge. Another thing that I plan to do also too is probably have a tie down of some sort, perhaps, but we'll have to see about that. That's going to be the first time I'm going to try something like that, because some of these are really good branches, but because they grow so vertically and I didn't do what I should have done, a year or two ago, where you just have to keep on pruning them back so that the tree will be low, and also that it will grow kind of horizontally instead of vertically. These right here, you can see the smaller branches. They want to keep on growing horizontally. This one is not too bad. This is probably about 45 degrees here, for example. So here's a branch that I'm going to try to demonstrate right now. This one is also growing somewhat vertically. So what my plan again is to kind of weigh it down. Maybe I will have a string or a tie with some weight or something, and I want it to come down kind of like that. Okay, it doesn't have to be this severe, but you don't want it to grow vertically like that. So here's where I'm going to cut and how I'm going to decide to do that. I'm going to look for a bud, these buds here, and depending on which one, I would like it to grow kind of sideways. So if that's the case, I might want to choose this bud here. See? So if I wanted it to grow the other way, I would have to come on this side, and I kind of look at that too. I kind of like this one right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at that branch just like that. Let me pause this for one moment. So here's the one that I would like to keep. Everything else I'm gonna get rid of. So basically angle my pruner just like that to follow kind of like the direction of the bud, just like that. And now it basically kind of just go back up, but like I said, I'm going to tie something down like this so that the branch will grow more of a horizontal direction, preferably like about 45 or so degree. This tree is somewhere between 6 to 8 years. It starts to produce very well last year, actually. It has been producing fruit, but it's not as good of a quality or the size that I wanted yet. But last year was the first time that this Fuji tree has produced abundance amount of fruit for me. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.